Hi, welcome to Mondays with M&M. I'm Meg, and this is Maeve, and today we are going to talk to you all about Crunchi. And I want to show you her little onesie here. She's being a Crunchi baby today. And Crunchi is a newer, we just got to celebrate their 3rd anniversary in Florida a few weeks ago, but they're a newer makeup line or cosmetic line really, that is very clean, toxin-free, non-GMO, made in the US, cruelty-free, Leaping Buddy certified, all the things you're looking for, and they perform, which sometimes those don't go hand in hand. So we're gonna talk to you about some of our favorites, which right now, one of her favorites, I guess, that she's chewing on is the primer. So the line is still growing, and I'm really excited about what's in store for 2019 with them. But they initially received one of their first awards for their foundation. And for me, I actually never wore foundation before. I always used a tinted moisturizer because I just didn't like how it felt on my skin. I felt like it was heavy, it was clogging my pores. And the problem though is that I do have rosacea, so I have a lot of redness. And tinted moisturizer just didn't really cover it up, but that's just what I did until I found Crunchi. And Crunchi's foundation actually blew me away. It covers, so it is medium to full coverage, but it feels like you have a moisturizer on. So it doesn't feel heavy, it doesn't feel like I'm clogging my pores. Obviously it's made with really clean ingredients, but it would cover up my rosacea. So when I started using Crunchi, I just didn't even know what to do because I wasn't used to not seeing a lot of redness on my skin. I've obviously gotten used to it and love it, and wear it more often than I thought I would. So, you know, I work from home, and sometimes we hang out in our workout clothes a little too much, but I do find myself putting on the foundation even if I'm at home. And so one of the, I think their foundation, let's put the cap back on here, mama. Their foundation, their primer, and the foundation brush, this trio to me is probably the best thing that you could do for yourself. Again, I had never used primer before because I never used foundation. I didn't even know what primer was for until I started using their foundation. So the primer actually is really important. It doesn't replace your moisturizer, but it does have moisturizing properties. And what it does is it does help set the foundation, and it fills in your fine lines, which is, I feel like, the most key component of that is filling in the fine lines. So you always want to do the primer first, and then do the foundation on top. And again, like I said, using the primer, the foundation brush, this trio, you cannot go wrong. And they recently, I'd say within the last year, updated their brushes, and seriously, the best brushes I feel like I've ever used, the highest synthetic fibers. So that would be, I would say, my #1 choice. My #2, oh, here it is. I thought she took off with it. One of my other favorites is their lip gloss. So, not sticky, very moisturizing. And what I love is that I actually find myself using the lip gloss way more often than I used to, because I think it does a way better job versus using chapstick. So they also have a transparency, so it's no color to it. So when I'm not wearing lip gloss and I feel like I want to reach for my chapstick, I actually reach for the transparency. It's that good. So love it, and it has the best smell too. I think Maeve really likes the foundation brush as well. Some newer products that they've added is they've moved into skincare, which is really exciting. So they recently came out with Daylight and Nightlight. So this is your day cream, and this is your night cream, and I love them. This has really like a citrusy smell to it. It's awesome. Oh, and she's back. And the Nightlight's gonna have a little bit more of a very light lavender scent to it. And I will say that I have kind of normal to a little bit of dry skin. And for me, the Nightlight definitely is enough for me. And then what was it, 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago when we were in Florida, they announced one of their new products coming out this year for 2019. And it is they call it Sunlight. It's a daily facial moisturizing sunscreen, SPF 30. So this is huge. And if you're using a more natural sunscreen, you're usually using titanium dioxide or zinc oxide, and sometimes that comes off very white and thick. So I'm just gonna show you a little bit. You can see that it rubs, she's watching, you watching? It rubs in great. Totally obsessed with this. We were able to buy this at the retreat a few weeks ago. It's not on the market just yet, but it should be in March. So stay tuned, this is coming. So you put the daylight on first, and then you put the sunlight on, and then you do the primer and then the foundation. And the beauty of using the same line is that they obviously made all these products to work together. So I don't know if you've ever used a foundation before. You put on your moisturizer, primer, and then use the foundation, and it just didn't feel like it was like settling into your skin. That's because they weren't made to work together. And so the nice thing, as I had mentioned, is that all of this was made to work together beautifully. And another newer product, this is my last one I'm going to talk about today, but I could go on and on, is their eyelash curler. And it seems crazy, right, to say that like this is one of my favorite products, but it is a game changer. I've had the same eyelash curler probably for years. Didn't realize that there would be, she's eating sunlight. Didn't realize there would be, which I'm not concerned about, by the way, such a huge difference, but there is. So if you're in the market for a new eyelash curler, and even if you're not, please go check this out. So I have on my website, on megansore.com, I have a recommendations tab, and under recommendations I have a cosmetic skincare portion, and so I talk about Crunchi in there, and I have a link out to Crunchi to where you can get more information and potentially purchase the products too. So I will post the website on here as well, but it's megansore.com. So again, I would say the first thing is looking into the primer, the foundation brush, and kind of building from there. Lip gloss is great, and then looking into the skincare and being on the lookout. She really loves sunlight, being on the lookout for sunlight coming. So everybody needs an SPF daily on their face. But what do you think, Mama? She thanks me too. So when I kiss her, we don't have to be concerned about my lip gloss going on her. Anyway, thanks for joining Mondays with M&M. Again, this is Crunchi, and what do you have to say? Say thank you. Bye, have a good day.